that back.
Yeah, the Sophie Schmidt one is quite perplexing to me, Matt. I think we've seen her last year. She went into that back line area. We know she's going to operate in that central defensive. Yeah, we know about the pace they have in this back line. I really like Emma Vignola getting down that left-hand side. I'm quite surprised Katie Zellum has dropped to the bench because I thought she did really well.
Houston in orange, Angel City in its white uniforms. Here we go. Our referee today is Jacqueline Metz. And Campbell getting involved right off the kickoff. If we think about the back line, Leanne, there's a few things going on. Avery Patterson obviously injured her eye for the U.S. just a few days ago. She is out today. Natalie Jacobs listed as questionable with an ankle injury. Nice run here. Angel City have an opportunity. Thompson skies it at the near post.
I think she has to wait for the ball. You want to see players like Yasmin Ryan on the ball as much as you can.
She's on the ball here for this corner kick. It's hit to the back post. Schmidt heads it back across. Another chance here. Good save. It came off Ordonez. And the first time we call Angelina Anderson's name.
Yeah, this is a brilliant ball into the box from Yasmin Ryan. They do a really good job. Sophie Schmidt does a really good job keeping it alive. I actually am quite surprised that Ordonez almost holds back on this strike. By the time it comes to her here, look, it's like she doesn't really catch it, I think.
Anderson with the clearance. The youth movement for Angel City includes the goalkeeper. Now a good run here. Emsley is in. She has options to her left. Pulls it back towards the spot. Late arriving run is blocked. Top of the area. There's a nice hit. It's in the back of the net. Macey Hodge. Cool celebration after her first professional goal.
They get down the right-hand side. Claire Emsley does a really good job at picking out Kennedy Fuller. And then you can see here it was almost winning. It was a great strike from Macey Hodge, but everybody just kind of stood still. Jane Campbell was completely blindsided. You could see Colaprico just kind of standing.
Pennycook, Scotland. And here's the delivery. Free header, and it's into the hands of Jane Campbell. Fresh off international duty, Alana Kennedy won that battle. Diagonal ball, touched forward by Tiernan. Good sliding challenge to win it. Now it's Paige Nielsen, but it's one back. Long range hit, and she beats her at the near post. It's another for the rookie, Riley Tiernan, the game winner 2 weeks ago from trialist to NWSL goal scorer. That's 2 on the season.
Kennedy Fuller keeps it alive as well. And you can see here, Claire Emsley puts a little bit of pressure on. It's a poor giveaway in there from Paige Nielsen. She'll be disappointed with that one. And then again, it just kind of catches everybody off guard. You know, Riley Tiernan, shoot on sight. That's exactly what you want from your number 9 in that position. But it's like the pressure isn't on the ball. I think it's difficult for Jane Campbell because she kind of gets blindsided. But that's exactly what you want from your number 9. Kennedy Fuller's also, you know, coming underneath as well. But
back to her right foot. Top of the area, it's Hodge, the goal scorer, going for goal again, this time into the hands of Jane Campbell.
I mean, I'd expect Ryan Garris to come off the bench. Messiah Bright potentially as well, because there's just not been any effectiveness in the final third.
Here is Yasmin Ryan in the box. Yasmin Ryan on her feet, bending it, and it's over the bar. Best chance of the first half comes in first half stoppage time.
Position, just a great ball. She does really well to get on the end of it. Giselle Thompson does fantastic to cover around. Could have do a little bit better to stop her coming inside, and then doesn't quite catch hold of it in the end, Yasmin Ryan, but that's exactly where you want.
Halftime in Houston. First pro goal for Macey Hodge. Second pro goal in just 4 games for Riley Tiernan. Miyabi Morea out of Inac Kobe Leonessa comes in this game. 3 different looks up front. Look at that hesitation and go from Alyssa Thompson. Thompson's in the middle of the field. Alyssa Thompson off the post and cleared.
Shows you just how amazing she is. The fact that they know, you know, Yasmin Ryan, and look at that touch, lovely drop of the shoulder. Yasmin Ryan knows exactly what she's going to do. You still can't stop her. You know that Alyssa Thompson is going to cut inside in that position. She scored a goal similarly a couple of weeks ago. She catches trying to cause some problems, but I think for Angel City, it's been a pretty steady game for them. I don't think Houston Dash have caused them much problems, whether it's in behind. They don't look troubled at all. The fact they were able to take Claire Emsley off at half-time just typifies that, really.
Good build up here from this left side. Cross comes in into the hands of Angelina Anderson.
You guys want the next one?
Now, that was Garris providing some spark in the attack as a halftime substitute. Hodge caught in possession. Messiah Bright slips it through. Good chance. Yasmin Ryan. Unselfish pass. And there's a goal back for Houston. Olivieri from Ryan.
Brilliant play. Brilliant pressure. Macey Hodge turns over the ball centrally. Messiah Bright does really well to put the pressure on, but this is all about Yasmin Ryan. Much unselfish runs. This turnover here is really poor from Macey Hodge. I think she's had a really good game, gets her goal as well. But look at this, love this from Yasmin Ryan, so composed. And it's almost like a computer game. When you get in that position, you know, you square it across goal. The keeper's got no chance, takes 2-3 players out of there. Olivieri looks like she almost misses it in the end, but it's a fantastic ball. Fantastic ball from Yasmin Ryan.
Turnover here, Fuller back to her left. Fuller's been dangerous. Tiernan into the hands of Jane Campbell.
Falls to her in the end. Decent play. I love this from Kennedy Fuller. Doesn't quite catch hold of it. Maybe takes it. She came into the game and was just unbelievable. I think the biggest misconception, though, Matt, is that people will try and judge Ramona Bachmann for what she used to do. I think she still can offer something, but, you know, sometimes people are looking at this Ramona Bachmann from 15 years ago, but there's no doubt she is a top player, has been a top player when she's at Chelsea. When she picked up the ball, like, I remember playing against her when she was like 16 for Umeå in Sweden in the Champions League final, and like when she came into the game, I was like, wow, this kid is a wonder kid.
Angel City trying to slow down the game when they can, protecting a 2-1 lead. Nielsen. Good timing of that step. And now it's Alyssa Thompson in alone against Jane Campbell. Alyssa Thompson for Angel City, and it's in the back of the net. Campbell got a hand to it, but too much power. Alyssa Thompson, another star performance.
Unbelievable. I mean, Alyssa Thompson is just cooking on gas. I mean, what a player. Riley Tiernan, you touched upon it before, Matt, about the assists. Like the weight of pass, it was really, really good pressure from Katie Zellum. I love that from Katie Zellum. And then the weight of pass. And as soon as there's some players that go in on goal that you just know it's going to be a goal. Doesn't actually catch this really well. And I think Jane Campbell will be quite disappointed she doesn't keep this out of the net, because it wasn't the most composed finish from Alyssa Thompson, but who cares? It's in the back of the net, and she deserves that. But like I said, there's some players that go in on goal that you know it's going to be a goal. And I think Alyssa Thompson is at that level now where you just see her in the NWSL, which I think is quite difficult for some of those players when you've gone from being the star in college to then go to an NWSL team and not really be at the level yet.
Messiah Bright. I think her energy's been excellent. It pops up top of the box. That shot is into the hands of Anderson. Tiernan, second goal in 4 pro games. That came in the 29th minute. Alyssa Thompson had the assist. And there's full time. Sam Lady, interim head coach. His team undefeated through 4. One of 3 teams in the league without defeat.